How na dey? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. So wetin wan make me make this video today na this matter wey just dey trend for inside Benin. Na im wan make me make this video. So please, abeg, make una share this video, make e reach our governor hand. His Excellency Enogase Obaseki, please make una share am, make e reach im hand. The reason for this video na because of the activist. This one na artwork wey Oyibo say they wan return back to Benin Kingdom, the Benin Empire. You understand? There are only two kingdoms in the world. The Benin Kingdom na one of them, and the British Kingdom na the other. These are the oldest kingdom in the world. As far back as 1400, that is the 14th century, the Benin Kingdom has already been established. It already has its culture. It has its way of life. Even one of those explorers, those days where he come Benin, say the roads were so broad that he was impressed. The Sakpomba Road, the Saple Road, the Siloko Road were all lit with street lights. And the street light was powered by palm oil. So why am I saying this? The Benin Kingdom is a force to reckon with in the world. So we hear the news say they are Oyibo, they want to return this activist. And people are saying it has to be a national thing, that it has to be for the government of Nigeria or for the Edo State. My brother, let us reason properly. People wey they talk that thing, they don't know how this activists in the first place, all this artwork in the first place, take come out from the Benin Kingdom. How these products take come out? These products was robbed or taken from the palace of the Oba of Benin. So this product na the property of the Benin Kingdom. This product na our ancestral identity. At the verse, when I hear people, they say it has to be for the Nigeria. It has to be for the state. Let us call a spade a spade. I did my house, for example. Somebody come, enter my house because of some issues that we have. Took my motor where I take the pound away. Carry them away. Then after many years, is over 100 years. Then the person come introduce you, say yes. In grandchildren come to say yes, this motor no be our own. So we appreciate what has happened. It was not our fault. The thing happened like that. But now we are trying to return this motor back to your house. Then while they are bringing it back to my house, people for the street will come to say, yeah, because this motor, they very valuable, it now belongs to the street, not to my house. If it's going to belong to Edo State, it has to be with the collaboration of the palace. The palace need to get need to tell what to do with its property. The palace need to talk what we should do with its property. So this one, when some people they come out, they talk trash just because you are working for the governor, just because you are a PDP card carrier or you are APC card carrier, you want come calculate another man property. The palace is not saying they will not share the dividend or to open a museum. That was what the state governor was saying. They want to build a museum for West Africa. The museum will be in Edo State for West Africa. The museum has to carry the name of the Benin Royal Palace. And the palace have to be involved because this property na their own. You understand? And apart from that, this is historical. Where they say no, we want to build a museum, people will come far and wide. If he did the palace, people not go come far and wide. The artifacts will even make more sense inside the palace. They will make more sense inside the palace. So what are you not saying? That they want to build a place, they will keep them there. You see, it was 4 years ago, I watched a video where people came from Sweden, tourists, to visit the Benin Palace. Because according to them, they heard a lot about that palace and they came. Then about 6 years back, some other Americans, black Americans, traced their history back to the Benin Empire and they came to visit the Oba. So if we are talking about tourism, that we want to get this tourist industry, fine. The palace himself is a tourist attraction. The palace itself is one of the most important tourist attractions in the world. I want to make some example. If you go to Spain, there is a state called Granada. In Granada, there's a palace called Alhambra. Alhambra was significant to the Spanish history because it was when the people from North Africa, Morocco, fight with Spain and they conquered the southern part of Spain. So they established that palace there. That palace is still there as I'm talking now. It's a tourist attraction. When I visited Granada, that was the first place they said you should go. You go there, you pay. I think you have to pay about 25 euros to go in. They will take you around. There's guide there. They will take you around, tell you how the beautiful Alhambra, the way marbles are being decorated, tells you about a little bit about the Moroccans. Let's forget about Spain. In France, there's this Versailles Palace. It's also a tourist attraction. You pay. You go in, you watch it. You watch a lot of things. There's even films there that you watch about the history of that palace. I remember this was like probably in 1999 or 2000 when I visited Austria. I was in Linz, Graz. You know, the person I went there, then I was a bachelor, so I went to see a girl. Don't tell my wife this. I was a bachelor then, so I went to see a lady. She said, you have to see the Schomban. It's Schomban. That is the name. You believe I paid 45 euros for a guy to take me around the palace. We were told the history of the Madame Teresa, how he was the queen's mother and she was very active in the administration of the Austrian kingdom or the royal palace. You see, the Benin Empire is the only empire or kingdom that is still very much existing. That the hierarchy has not been, civilization, modernity has not been able to break it. So what are we not saying? Those artifacts were stolen or taken, anyhow you want to say it, from the palace, and it is logical that they should go back to the palace. Then the palace can decide what they want to do with it. I am saying, forget about Obaseki is the first citizen of Edo State or Buhari is the first citizen of Nigeria. We are talking about the property of the palace. The property should first go to the palace, then the palace will not tell what they want to do with it. Definitely, the palace is not financially buoyant to be able to build a museum of such magnitude. You understand? But the palace have to be the one who decide what to do with it. Then the state government, the federal government can get involved. But it's not as if the palace, a lot of people say, the palace is not saying anything, the palace should have come out and said something. Listen, Oba Atokpe, he said, I know my Oba so well. Oba would not say anything until when it got to the time for him to say something. And the people, a lot of, not even from even the Benins, Edos are all saying it should go back to the palace. They say the voice of men are the voice of God. You understand? The same thing. The people are saying it should go back to the palace. So please, I want you people to share this video. Let it get to His Excellency's hand. It is the Oba of Benin that will be architect or that will design what to do with this artifact. If they say, okay, they want to build a museum, I trust people in Igun. Give people in Igun the blacksmith 6 months. They will do a replica of this artifact. They did it before, they can do it again. A replica, then the original one goes to the palace. Then if you want to build a museum, then this other one that is being made can be taken there. You understand? But this is the property of the Benin kingdom, stolen from the palace. So why they are bringing it back, it should go back to the palace. Remember, Ibori loot, that was returned back by the British. The Delta people stood up and said, this loot was taken from Delta. It should go back to Delta. As simple as ABC. It's logical. So please, I want you to share this video. Let it get to the hands of His Excellency Obaseki. He should not be the principal or is the principal object of how to use this thing. He should liaise with the palace and let the palace tell him what to do, because the palace has the customary right over this artifact. So if he want to do otherwise, he can go ahead. He has the power to do otherwise. But we are saying the proper thing to do is get the palace involved. Let the palace tell you what to do with their property. So if you like this video, or it's the first time you're meeting our video, subscribe to this channel. After you've subscribed, just press the notification button. Each time we make video, it comes straight to you. So this is where we will draw the curtain. So like we always say in this channel, stay blessed, stay safe. We will catch you now when we do another video. Bye bye. Cheers. Hasta la vista.